Alright, welcome to another exciting cast by No Easy Buckets. I'm 90 Joe, I'm here with Arc Impulse.
Hello, good morning. Good morning, America.
We say good morning because it's kind of morning here.
What time is it?
Actually, it's noon.
Oh, God.
It's not the afternoon.
Good noon.
Alright.
Yeah, what do you say during this time? Because you can't say good afternoon. If you say good morning, you're like a homeless person.
What? What do homeless people have to do with anything?
Okay, not a homeless person. You come off as lazy. If you were to say good morning now, you can't say good afternoon because it's not afternoon. It's just noon.
Man, you sound so tired right now. Anyway, okay, so we look at the bans. Shaco being banned out for Live More. I think he had something to do with that game in the Live More versus World Elite game last week. I haven't seen it. I know people have been talking about it. I want to see it.
Shaco worth a ban. I guess that's just what we'll never know. And we see a first pick Thresh. Is anybody surprised? Are you surprised?
I'm kind of surprised.
What, really?
I don't know. I could be.
No, you knew. And then not only that, but we've got second picks for the other team. Is that icon going to be up in the corner the entire time? No, right?
I think so. The playing one?
Yeah.
Yeah. The one with the arrow and the Chinese stuff.
Has that always been there?
Oh, look at that. Varus in almost 50% of the games. You think he's a good character now?
Not only is he a good character, something on the PB, the public beta environment, has some changes to him, but I couldn't tell if they were buffs or nerfs because they just changed the draw length on his Q or something.
They lock in the Diana, which is a really strong pick.
Lock in Graves here.
Graves Thresh.
Graves Thresh. So definitely wants to do the killings in lane.
Whenever I see Graves played, it's always with Thresh. I don't see Graves paired up with any other support nowadays.
I was actually going to say, Graves used to be the strategy with Graves used to be Graves Lulu because you could push lanes so fast. Because it was basically Glitter Lance and Buckshot and the wave was dead. But Thresh is a really good combo. Really allows Graves time to position correctly for a buckshot, and probably doesn't even have to use quick draw initially. Probably use it to chase. So, yeah, good pickup.
See Sona on OMG. Speaking of OMG,
Love Lin on Sona. I'm excited for some crescendos this game.
not like Zhao Zhao's crescendos.
Yeah, they're just Jesus Christ.
Speaking of OMG. Prior to this week, I don't know what the results are for this week, but prior to this week, I think they were either tied for number one or in the number one spot. Ooh, the Mundo pick. I haven't seen Mundo in a long time.
The Mundo pick.
I think the one thing I don't like about Mundo is that his clears are... his first clear puts him down to really low health, so...
It's dangerous. Look at that apps rate. Hey, 100% win rate. Can't argue with that. Right?
We gotta calculate this now.
Okay, so
2% of 100 is probably 2 games.
Yeah.
Right. So 2 games of Mundo, obviously 100%. Cho'Gath top or mid? I don't know. But he's picked up for OMG.
Go-going is the top lane. Alright.
Yeah. Go-going's the top, Cool's the mid. Loveland support. Wow, that guy's striking a very interesting pose.
He was like, everyone hold on 1 second.
Hold on, guys.
I need to pee. So because if he needs to go to the bathroom, he needs to do it now, right?
Yeah, because of the whole Wei Zhao incident where he had to go to the bathroom and they wouldn't let him call timeout. So he was on Ezreal and he was just island. Oh, dude, he's intense. He's giving out orders.
Shot caller right there.
Yeah, he's like, this is how our level 1's gonna go down. You cover the door.
Look at how intensely he's pointing at people. I wish I could point with that gravitas. God damn.
Wait, what? What did you just say? Gravitas?
Is that what it is? Like point with authority.
Yeah, but if that was a real word, then...
Yeah, gravitas. It's like a mixture between leadership and bossiness. You have to do something with gravitas. with
Oh, gravitas. Okay.
what did I say?
I thought you said something else.
No,
But that wasn't a word, which is why I can't remember it, because it's not a word.
that's probably why.
But I like that, man. You can pass your GREs now.
Yes,
And get into your favorite med school.
can't wait.
Even though they don't take the GREs for med school, they take the MCAT. Pro tip, pro education tips coming from No Easy Buckets.
If you want to get into a professional school, take the test that they want you to take.
Yes, do not take the LSAT if you want to become a mathematician.
Math, a magician. I wish that was a career. I wish I could get business cards. I'm just gonna print business cards.
It's like there's two kinds of math. There's like theoretical math and there's applied math, and then there's the secret third branch of magic.
The dark, unmentioned school of math. Oh yeah, blind hooks. I love it.
Oh, that guy's name is Dragon. All right, it's kind of a really threatening name when you're just the support.
Well, it's funny too. I mean, at least he's on Thresh. Like, imagine if he was playing, like Lulu or like
Soraka.
Soraka, yeah, Dragon.
Oh, but oh wait, there is no Soraka the Dragon. I'm thinking of Lulu the Dragon Trainer.
Yeah, that's true.
Man, they must make skins for these Chinese players. Tencent knows what's up.
Yeah. What do you think about the new the TPA celebratory skins?
I haven't really looked too much, but one of the problems is that one of them's Nunu, and no one likes Nunu
No one
anymore.
fucking likes Nunu, yeah.
Like, he used to be good as a support until they nerfed Blood Boil, right?
Yep.
And then now he's coming back as a solo laner, but everyone hates him as a solo laner.
Yeah,
no one wants
hates
to
him.
play him, and no one wants to be him.
Yeah.
So, we see
This
four
is a-
people.
this is a weird...
Wait, is it Mundo top? No.
No, it's not. But this is really weird. They're going for the
The 4-man invade?
the blue, the golems to blue thing.
Yeah. But they didn't have any wards, and
They walk through a ward too.
yeah, so whatever, I guess.
Yeah, so
Well, it's still really good control because Mundo started blue. Now he can go to his red kind of safely, right? Because look, Sona's trying to check the or Loveland's checking the blue to see if anybody's there, as if they started red, but they didn't. So
yeah, Hecarim's coming in to try to. But look at the top lane of for LM. I mean, that's a wave.
Well, usually when you take the buff, you still come in the lane at level 2, so it's not like that bad. And I'm pretty sure Diana got it.
Okay. And that'll probably help her spam some abilities, but she's gonna get dove. Look at Hecarim in position here.
She's
Oh, he's not even gonna dive her. He's just gonna zone her from tower. Look at this. This is really interesting. I know I'm pointing at the mini maps. You can't really see, but cameraman.
I can see. Don't worry.
Hey, what'd you say about Mundo getting low off the clear? Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
Mr. Clairvoyant over here. That was actually after he killed the big golem too. So he had like maybe 2%, maybe 3% health. Yeah, wow. OMG just zoning poor Diana now. Doesn't matter how much of a blue if she has.
Really smart play by OMG. They knew that Diana wasn't back in lane because she took the blue, so they were just able to zone her out like behind tower, and they're able to take it really easily. Here comes Thresh.
That's a tower. 3 minutes, 30 seconds tower.
Yeah, now if you're dragging, you feel bad that you wasted your time even trying to defend it because it's already down.
Yeah.
So it doesn't look like a good start for Live More.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't say like a bad level 1, but
It was more like a really good read and react play by OMG.
yes, OMG must have encountered this sometime before and known what to do.
Right, OMG coming in for the gank on Graves. He flashes out, but Zed's on the chase. Looks like he's gonna die. First blood goes to Zed. Chinese crowd's going wild.
And that spells a lot of trouble for LM. As if they weren't in enough hot water being on the back foot with the tower down already. If you start getting the Zed ahead,
How long do you think this game's gonna be? That Jason at PLU.cn is not
audio engineer Jason,
Yeah.
or email engineer Jason.
Yeah, he engineer Jason. We might have to enlist him for some future projects though. I don't know.
What did we need him to do? I forgot.
We need to look up the games to see if they're good.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Actually, anyone listening, maybe you can do this too. We need a third party to tell us which games are good, but not spoil them. So, if you are capable of submitting... Actually, you don't even have to do it in paper. Just hop on Vent with us and be like, hey, I like this game. And we'll be like, oh yeah, was it? Oh no, don't tell us. No, don't tell us. No. Shh. Alright.
We'll see. We had probably 20 or 30 views on our last videos.
With no outside embedding at all, though, or no linking at all. So that's good.
No, how many of it is us from different IPs, though?
I've only... The ones that had like 30 or 40 views, I maybe looked at like 3 or 4 times just to get the title.
Yeah, me too. So that would be...
So it's almost 10. But still, dude, that's 20 or 30 people. That's surprising to me.
You're really optimistic.
I'm super optimistic. Maybe it's all this wine. Maybe it's
Yes, thank you, Hungover Arc Impulse.
Yeah.
So we see Lovelin and... Wait, what's going on?
There was what I believe is a spectator bug where the rupture actually hit. And even it looked to us like it didn't, but I think the rupture hit there.
Well, I was just going to report on how the dual laners switched to mid, and then all of a sudden something happened on the screen. I wasn't paying attention.
Hmm.
You know, it's a fantastic day outside. You know, the sun's shining, and we're sitting here watching video games.
Hey, it's a fantastic day in Runeterra. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this game. OMG is going to take Dragon, furthering what is a 1k gold lead to what, a 2k gold lead? Just about, yeah.
That is pretty significant in the early game.
2k at 6 minutes. Well, just the fact that tower... Okay, now, here's another thing. Let's look at LM's reaction to what happened. Diana's deciding to freeze top lane really, really hard. Like, I think she's been there for the past minute and a half, just CSing, right? Nice hook on Zed. Oh, misses the flay.
Even if he got the flay, I don't know if they would have been able to do anything.
No, especially because Zed could probably just all in either one of them and kill them.
Yeah, Elm's trying to take this mid tower, but not before OMG is able to take the bottom tower.
Well, but so look what happens when someone tries to freeze lane and farm. That used to be a legitimate strategy because you're like, damn, you know, I can't overextend, I can't stay exposed that long to try to get farm. However, the response now these days is just, alright, we'll take every objective on the map. So they take Dragon, they take bottom tower, and LM's playing with one man down. They can't even respond 3v1 and get a tower mid. Yeah. Diana pushed up the wave, so now it's...
So it's pretty interesting how just taking that tower allows them to take multiple towers, allows them to take Dragon, and really, they have map control over the bottom half of the map.
Yeah. Truly, you know, the word snowball is absolutely applicable here. Absolutely applicable. Why did I decide to try to say that?
I don't know, man. We got some assonance, some consonants. Things are tough. Things are tough in Runeterra today.
Some asymptotes.
Asymptotes?
Do you remember those from math?
Of course, I remember all of math.
Dude, asymptotes.
Think there's some mathemagic in there?
Dude, there has to be some mathemagic in it.
Oh gosh, Dragon hooks Big Pomelo.
Jesus.
Graves hates him. Decides to send a missile up his butt.
The execute. I love how he's walked over, he's like, oh man, I want this farm though. Alright, hold on. Pow! And then comes back. Fucking wasted time, this Hecarim. How did Hecarim get caught there? Was he just trying to counter... Oh no, he got hooked. So they had a... That bush around the outside of red... Really a hotly contested thing for pink wards now.
Yeah.
And we see LM had a pink ward in there. Hecarim got caught, and that's it.
Really, I tried myself putting wards in there to see what would happen. I don't feel like it gives good vision, but maybe you know, these Chinese teams know how to move in a way that makes that ward more effective as opposed to solo queue.
Well, another thing I think that happened was he had put that in there when they knew the red was going to spawn. Or near when the red was going to spawn, I believe.
Uh-huh.
So they maybe thought there's going to be some OMGs maybe feeling confident. They might try to contest our red. Oh god, ult goes off on Graves. Sona power cord.
Nice
the lantern,
rupture.
grab the lantern! Yes!
Not nice enough.
See, that's the thing. So when you're playing as Thresh support and someone gets locked up for a while, right? You throw the lantern and you run away. You're just like, please, oh god, let the stun end. Because he got Varus ulted, he got exhausted. I don't think Sona crescendo, did she? No, she didn't have it yet. And Cho'Gath ruptured him. So he had like 5 or 6 seconds of stun lock. Diana comes in on Sona, instantly flashes.
Dragon misses the flash hook.
Yeah, Dragon going for flash hook instead of hook flash.
Well, I don't know. Maybe it was hook flash.
It wasn't. It was flash hook.
We're talking about the thing where he charges up and then flashes?
Yeah.
Okay. That's hook flash.
That's hook flash.
Okay, I thought... Oh, whatever. You play Thresh, I don't, so...
Well, like, even though it's not really hook flash, it's just the way to differentiate the two.
Looked like Mundo was going to try something bot, but Zed backs off as soon as he sees him, and I'm realizing more and more like the dynamics of whether or not you want to reveal... Oh, but here comes Mundo, lands a suitcase on Sona.
Doesn't have Leandries, though, so it's not really going to do much for him.
You and your ARAM builds.
Oh, man.
You love that Leandries.
Leandries is so good. Why don't they have Spirit of the Elder Lizard in that mode? It would be so OP.
Another thing that was really bad for Diana.
Ugh.
She's not going to get this.
This is the Moonfall.
Even if she got it, I don't think it would have done anything. But one thing that's bad about Diana when she did freeze lane is that one of her strengths is roaming.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
And she wasn't able to do that either. So, but if you look at the gold, it's kind of evened up.
Mm-hmm.
If you think about the 2 towers being the gold difference, then
2 towers and the dragon.
Yeah.
Well, and this is why people wonder, okay, when you're behind, you just got to farm up, like there's a strategy in playing a little bit less aggressive, farming up, and the reason is that if you have a 2k gold lead between 10 and 12k, the more both teams get, the more negligible that is. So we see that happening here. Slowly, the farm just kind of equalizes because it's still 2k difference. But it makes less of a difference if, each team has 50k.
Yeah, you could see that tower advantage coming in as... Oh, here we go. We got a box being dropped. Zed ults Dragon. Cool ults Dragon, not Zed.
Two ults exchanged for Thresh's. But Thresh is going to save his tower. He will be remembered. Thresh the Martyr.
Yeah, they're going to name mid tower after him.
Yeah. Oh, dude, we're going to name... Yeah. Mid tower is now Dragon Tower. So Dragon Tower is still up for only remaining tier 1 up for LM.
We gotta be careful when someone says they take Dragon because we could be talking about the support.
Yeah, they took Dragon.
But they didn't take Dragon.
They didn't take Dragon. Dragon should be up now, shouldn't it?
Yeah.
1243. Look at that whack that the commentators have.
It's the wild area control. Just in case no one's seen our previous cast, which is probably everybody.
That lantern. Hecarim had a lot of really successful ganks early, and he was trying to find an angle again. There's that pink ward in that brush. Another pink ward. I like this dragon guy. How many pink wards does he have? What a ballsy... He has a Dorn shield, a cloth armor, boots, and pink wards.
He still has his biscuit too.
What a beast!
Just in case he's hungry. Blue buff going on Zed. He wants that cooldown reduction.
More pink wards! Man. The new meta. Who needs a Sightstone? Fuck it. I'm just gonna buy Dorn shields and pink wards.
Yeah, right? Because Sightstone doesn't give you pink wards.
Mm-mm. Do you think if they had an item like that, would it be overpowered?
Oh my gosh. It would. I don't know if it's overpowered because both teams can get it, but it would be really boring.
Yeah.
Then again, I said that, Mundo's deciding to go in on Hecarim. I think he'll just ult over the wall.
The sneaky ambush from Dr. Mundo.
I think they'll be able to take that red as well. I thought there would be some members of OMG to collapse on it, but...
Apparently red's not that important. Apparently, Hecarim's feelings aren't that important to OMG. You guys, he's taking my red buff. Yeah, well... Whose fault is that?
It's like, I gotta buy my boots first. They're attempting a dive on Cho'Gath. Don't know if it's a good idea. Well, because Mundo uses ult when he went
in on Hecarim in the jungle. That is correct.
Maybe they were hoping going wouldn't notice. just run away or something.
But what I really I think saved Cho'Gath there was his rupture on Diana, because if you're taking if you're taking tower hits or if you're taking damage and you get ruptured, that is just the worst feeling in the world.
That's like at least 2 tower hits.
Yeah. So.
And if she was taking tower hits before that, then it's stacked tower hits too.
Yeah.
And that makes no one feel good.
I think that if they had somehow circumvented the rupture, they would have been able to kill him.
Or maybe if Mundo got hit by it first.
Yes, either or. But more damage went down on Diana than she wanted.
What's surprising to me in this bot lane is that Varus can solo Rumble at a 2-level disadvantage too.
You know what the problem is, right? The thing is like, if you're Rumble and you try to all-in him, how do you? It's a Varus that has his ult up. So, Rumble has no hard engage, you know? So
yeah, but he should at least be able to get some harass, right? Or...
Well, does he have he has a Vamp Scepter and he probably has Lifesteal Quints. Maybe he's just calling it, you know, a draw. I guess they were somewhat afraid of it because they sent Loveland down to help him. Spots
the Mundo with the ward. He's going to have to take his briefcase somewhere else.
Yeah, very furious as he's making calls running away.
He's going to have to report to the stockholder soon.
Yeah.
Harpoon lands on Varus. Those really annoying skill shots, you know, when they just slip by a minion and they hit you. Oh gosh. Especially with Mystic Shot.
Rumble Harpoon is absolutely one of the worst of that, where the hitbox is very disjointed from what it looks like it is. Even playing Rumble, I'll be like, that's not going to hit. And somehow it hits. I don't know.
Quick draws over the forest.
Oh man, this Dragon Tower is really important to LM. They're really rallying around.
Random hook. There was nobody there. Nobody in the area.
I think someone just recalled. I think Hecarim just recalled.
Thought he was just trying to like blow some air. Tire goes out for Thresh too. Not the treasure chest when he recalled.
The what? Oh, the tire came out?
Yeah.
What does that bode?
Zed ults Rumble. Let's see if he can take this.
Oh yeah. The fact that Zed had his Blade of the Ruined King there already is just huge. Look at the item difference between Rumble and Zed at this point. That is just brutal. The burst that came down after being, you know, from being able to ult, Blade of the Ruined King, Ignite. Did Zed even? Yeah, Zed flashed. Man, Rumble did not stand a chance.
I was going to make a joke because he said brutal, and he does have a brutalizer. But, wow, is Thresh going to solo Varus? It doesn't matter because cameraman wants to watch Zed try and escape from Mundo.
Oh, Mundo flashed over the wall.
Here comes the artillery.
Oh god, 2 ults. Mundo!
But no, he still might be able to get Zed.
I want to believe.
Oh, do you think that potion saved him?
No.
Okay.
I think the lifesteal saved him.
Oh, wow. Graves misses the buckshot on Sonos.
Varus with the ult is safe. No, poor Loveland. You know what was funny though? The red buff from Mundo almost killed Zed. But Zed got it, so he almost like instantly got red and then died to the buff that he received. Valiant effort by by Way Off. We remember Way Off, don't we?
Yeah, because
for his famous Hecarim versus Thresh or Hecarim versus Varus play.
It wasn't even it's not. He didn't even do anything.
Hey,
it wasn't him.
He juked him. He
didn't juke. He just charged straight at him.
He's mental mind games.
I don't think they were mental mind games.
High level play, Joe.
So high level that I can't understand. There's some news about the All-Star. I think they were saying that Zhao Zhao wanted to give a spot up to Loveland. Because
really?
I think so.
They should do they should do a 1v1.
No, because Loveland is third and Zhao Zhao second.
Yeah.
And I think FZTF is first.
Yes.
So they wanted to. Oh, here we go. Nice charge to stick him against the lantern, but he'll get away.
Bit of a miscommunication there from OMG. It seemed that Cho'Gath wanted to keep going, whereas Hecarim didn't. Hecarim feeling maybe a little gun shy because he has oracles. Wants to play a little bit safer than usual. Because I think they could have got Rumble there.
I don't know.
Rumble, of course, still had ult, so it would have been very dangerous diving.
It's not only that, but we didn't know where anybody else was on the map. Well, at least I didn't know. Maybe they had vision or knew somebody was coming.
Mm-hmm. Dragon falls to OMG anyways, seeing that Rumble's low and he kind of doesn't want to get in there and fight. So Zolt, the hook goes out, misses Cho'Gath, the Rupture, Scream, already used Feast, so he can't do it.
Oh man, Hecarim got flayed just as he was doing the what is it, the auto attack for after the charge where he leaps.
Mm-hmm.
So it looked kind of funny.
Oh. Varus tried for the MLG Sniper on a Rumble, but didn't work out. Another hook from Dragon. Oh god. I don't even think, that's it.
I thought his ult might have been able to keep him alive. What is his ult called? Is it Sadism?
No, Sadism is his, Sadism is his ult, Masochism is his, E.
What the heck? He's both?
Yeah. Yes, he's both.
What kind of doctor is he?
Not a very good one. Oh,
gosh.
God. Beautiful combination of skills there. Varus ult catches out Graves, gets followed up by a Sona Crescendo that hits him, and then Hecarim charges in for the disrespect. Right under Dragon Tower.
Yeah, good box by Dragon, protecting his monument.
Yeah, exactly. It was right around the... Yeah, we don't care if you adopted this tower. We're gonna murder you under it.
And strangely, even though it was a really good Chains of Corruption, it looks like they might be able to pressure and maybe even able to take down Dragon Tower's nemesis. Oh no, here comes Cho'Gath from the side.
This Zed is an absolute monster right now. Like, oh, what an incredible rupture! Chooses to rupture the Thresh because he knows the guy's gonna go to him with the lantern.
Really interesting flash by Cho'Gath, goes over the wall, and I'm surprised that Mundo wasn't able to slow him down.
Oh, gets 2 kills out of that. What a really incredible Cho'Gath play by
That was really beastly.
Oh man,
it's almost like Draven, when he throws the axes and you can see where it's gonna land.
Yeah, or Master Yi, where he alpha strikes to something and you can you have a skill shot projectile that lands as he appears again. Diana goes in on Sona. Sona dies instantly. Did Varus whiff ult there? No, he didn't.
No, that was just a really good catch by Snowy.
Graves uses his ult as well. Honestly, though, this Zed is so incredibly far ahead that I don't see... They have to spend all of their single target lockdown that they have on their team just to get him, and I still think he'll kill someone.
There's like some really interesting discussion going on. I think they're nerfing on the PBE, the public beta environment. Mm-hmm. They might be considering nerfs for Zed.
Yeah, he's just
because of things like this.
Look at that. It really started out with Zed getting that first blood.
Does tenacity work with the Blade of the Ruined King effect?
What do you mean?
Because Blade of the Ruined King steals speed, right?
Mm-hmm. It should, yeah.
Okay.
It should. Yeah, not only
that's
that...
why you don't build tenacity on Mundo, because your little flame gives you tenacity.
Well, you can. That tenacity actually stacks.
Oh, it stacks?
Yeah. Only item tenacity doesn't stack. For instance, if you... That's why Mercury Treads are still good on Aurelia, because you can go in, and if someone fears you with Fiddle, you're feared for like a quarters of a second. You just, fuck you guys, I'm Aurelia.
Mundo with the locket, I'm not sure I like that item on Mundo.
Yeah, it's a bit of a weird choice, I agree.
You don't really benefit from the cooldown reduction.
More cleavers, more Leandria procs.
OMG, they were trying to be cheeky with some sort of ambush. But Livemore doesn't take the bait.
What do you do if you're Livemore in this situation? Who do you... Like, Zed's ult's gonna be up in like a couple seconds. Wait, is it up now? I can't tell. It's gonna be up soon, because like it's not that long of a cooldown. And if he sees anyone, he just kills them.
Yeah, OMG just bossing around the blue buff jungle. For blue.
And Zed is so slippery. He has Mercury Treads. He has his W, like, to escape over walls and stuff. Has both summoners. This is bad news for LM.
Cho'Gath tried to catch Rumble, but I think even if he connected with the Rupture, I don't think there would be much. They're going to take this... They should take this blue buff, but...
Getting bullied out by a couple people. Equalizer goes off. Flash ult by Varus.
Good disengage for coming out of that ult.
Oh, and Cho'Gath has found himself in a poor place. Already used his flash offensively the other way. He's just kiting around, though. Zed, oh god, Zed's here. Zed goes in on Graves. Graves pops his barrier. Still alive! Oh no! Zed goes down. Graves is still alive. He's still being able to do damage. So is Varus, though. Oh, the thing is like, even though...
Oh my gosh. Varus just barely... Or he connects with Arrow, just doesn't do enough damage. Mundo's teleporting on top of Ward. They sniff him out.
Cleaver...
He'll be able to get away.
Wow, just barely. Look at the health. Okay. Even if they're able to kill Zed, even if Zed's not able to instant gib Graves, look at how the amount of time and effort they had to spend killing Zed. There's... Nah, I was going to say 2 other threats, but there's Varus still on the team. And he and Cho'Gath and Hecarim were just able to clean up.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't get Diana, because at the top of the screen while Zed was diving in on the team, they were able to isolate Diana. But she was still alive after that fight. Maybe it's that shield.
Maybe she got a lucky lantern to get her out of a poor position as well.
Perhaps. Wow. They really wanted to watch that corner.
Seriously.
3 wards there. No one has a jump to ward, right?
Nope.
It must have been an accident.
Maybe they're looking for... Maybe that's a popular place for Hecarim to ult from, or maybe Thresh to hook from or something. Because to me that's a spot for like a Fiddlesticks. Or like
yeah, but there's 2 wards right next to each other with the same timer, so I'm pretty sure that was a mistake.
Yeah.
I thought Diana was going to go in on Graves, but it turns out they're on the same team.
Yeah.
I don't think...
It sounds like some weird fanfic like that he's going to write.
I meant going on as in attacking.
Well, that's what I'm saying, but they're on the same team, so they're not going on as in attacking.
I know.
OMG really trying to jockey for position here in the Dragon area. You know, after that fight, if I was LM, I would be feeling a little bit better. Because it wasn't a complete loss. They know that, you know, there's no GA on Zed yet. There's no Warmogs. There's a chance that if they play it correctly, they can still take a fight.
Yeah, they do have the better AoE team, I think. With the... Was it Moonfall? Moonfall. I'm getting better at these names.
Oh, yeah.
The Moonfall to vacuum people into the Equalizer. And then Graves can... I don't know his ultimate's name. I'm so sad now.
Collateral damage.
I was so happy, too. I thought I was feeling good. I'm like, I know these names. It's a good thing Thresh's ult is just the box.
The box.
I mean...
Oh, a hook lands on Sona with Oracle. She... Oh no, Loveland with the panic crescendo. Hey look what happened. Zed killed someone.
I don't think it was a panic crescendo. I think she saw that there were at least 2 or 3 people on the creeps. I guess it was kind of a panic. But if they did decide to follow up, and they were pretty close to following it up too, then it would have been a good ult. But that didn't happen.
Beautiful Verisol. Hecarim follows up, charges right through the box, doesn't give a care in the world.
You could say damn. Damn is also a possibility.
Damn, doesn't give a damn.
If you want to use profanity, shit was also on the table. But shit is not also literally on the table. That would be nasty.
Fuck was still in play. I could have used that. I don't know, I was trying to not... I'm not sure why. Is Rumble up yet? Rumble's up. He's coming back to the fight now. They're kind of in an open area, so I don't think he wants to just equalize out there.
On the other hand, most of the ults on OMG are down. So it wouldn't be a bad time to engage, especially as all the ults from, except for the box, are up on Livemore. Oh man, uses the Shadow Clones to dodge the briefcase. Doesn't care, decides to go and ult Mundo. He looks like he just got... Just having a horrible day at the office.
Yeah. Somebody's got a case of the Mondays. Rupture hits Graves.
Moon days?
Oh.
I know, we really gotta stop these puns. They're the only joke that I use on these casts.
Oh god, that was so good. Oh my god, that was so good. Case of the Moon Days. Timo_11 says...
What is his problem when he has a screen name like that?
He's talking about Loveland here.
Yeah, I don't know what that character to the right of Loveland is, but if you just imagine it as a guy on the back of another guy... Anyway.
On the back of a bike? Yeah, mountain biking.
Yeah,
Everyone
bike.
loves physical fitness in China.
Yeah, definitely. Have you seen Chun-Li's stage?
Yes.
Exactly.
A lot of people doing their 30 minutes a day.
Yeah, and there's also a chicken in a cage in Chun-Li stage.
There is.
I wonder if he ever escaped. Like, is there a level like a Chun-Li stage in Alpha or Street Fighter 4 maybe where there's a chicken flying free?
Well, no, he's.
Oh yeah, chickens can't fly.
He's he's a secret unlockable character. He's like the final form of like Akuma, and then Satsui no Hado. That's the name of the evil stuff, right?
Probably.
He's just the chicken's just a vessel for the Satsui no Hado, and he just sits there. And notice he watches every fight. He's getting information on every fighter.
Yeah, he just looks like an idiot, just flapping his wings.
Yep. Oh no, there's some deep evil in that chicken.
He's on it. Like, if you imagine this observer in League, like where he has the list of all the opponents, that's probably the chicken's point of view.
Yeah. He has this exact overlay in his mind.
Yeah, he knows which headband Ryu bought.
Yep, absolutely.
And how much AD it gives him.
How much manliness it gives him.
OMG gonna try and ambush. Well, nice flank by Hecarim and Sona. The mark detonates on Graves. They're able to take him out with that. Equalizer drops. It's not enough to save whoever was in that. He was getting destroyed. I couldn't even see which character he was.
Yeah.
And that's always a bad sign when there's a character where there's so much crap on him. Like he had, he was. Who was it? It's probably Diana. So if it was Diana, he had the equalizer on him, and then maybe Mundo's fire was like rotating. Can't see him. Obscured by all the damage sources.
So that was exactly the nail in the coffin type fight that OMG needed. And the biggest difference in that fight versus the one that was only slightly in OMG's favor was the fact that they were able to get an ambush off on Graves. Hecarim ulted him, but not only that, Sona followed up with a fantastic ult on Thresh and Graves. And all you need is that a little bit of time to allow Zed to get some damage off. Even through Barrier, even through Lantern Shield, even through the lifesteal of Graves. Mark detonated. Bye-bye, Graves. So, incredible fight by OMG. Allows them to get Baron. And this is absolutely their game to win now.
Yeah, that was a really good flanking play, too. Because you saw Cho'Gath on the other side of blue buff. Cho'Gath and somebody else. I forget who it was. Might have been Zed.
Zed was on the top side with Sona.
Sona and Hecarim.
Oh, look. Someone's gonna die to Zed's hand. Doesn't have to use Flash. Look at that chase.
Well, Cool is 13-1. If he wasn't on the team, the kills would be 4 and 5.
Oh my god.
He's 13, 1 and 2. So no one really helped him for his kills either.
Yeah.
That was all him.
Wow.
Yeah, Cool, I think, is he's coming up the ranks. I think is one of the top mid players in China, which is
I believe it after this play. My goodness.
Yeah, which is saying something considering that you have Nasai and ZZ Tai.
Mm-hmm.
And now Haokai.
And now joining the ranks, the legendary AP mid
Victor.
Haokai.
No.
Haokai Victor.
No, I don't think he'll join.
Until we see a little blurb on the bottom again where it's, Victor 69420 says, and then it's just like Haokai. Until that happens, I don't think we're gonna see.
And you need the icon of the guy riding the bike.
Yes, the guy riding the bike. Mountain biking.
Very popular in
Mundo throwing Cleaver in, gets caught. Gets the lantern.
Nice lantern to dodge the crescendo.
I don't agree with that crescendo at all.
Yeah. It also looked like a fight that Livermore might have been able to take if they decided to go all in when Diana landed the 4-man moonfall.
Yeah.
But instead...
They're so far behind, though.
Here comes... Zed's probably flaming Hecarim for taking his kill.
Yes, absolutely. I think a huge problem in this game right now is the internal strife on OMG, because Cool is super pissed at Hecarim for taking his skill. What's that? What's that?
He might even go AFK in base.
Big Pomelo, yeah.
It used to be Big Pale Mo, now it's Pomelo.
Oh, I do remember that, yeah.
Yeah, I guess...
Maybe he misspelled Pomelo.
Yeah.
And someone told him...
As Polemo?
No, Pale... Oh, yeah, I don't know. Maybe he changes syllables and just like to fuck with people.
Yeah, unfortunately,
This is
way
such a
off
stomp.
getting... Oh my gosh, Zed just diving onto 3 people.
Has a GA, doesn't even care. Hecarim's almost dead, but like Hecarim was tanking tower for like, Shrelia's out. Zed has
They're
a really
beautiful
cool...
line formation to retreat.
Oh yeah.
You think they practice that like Blue Angel style?
It's like synchronized.
It's like those drills in school when they say everyone evacuate calmly and walk out in a straight line.
Yep.
OMG. Paying attention to their emergency drills.
Showing an extreme amount of discipline and coordination in that escape.
Everybody walk in a straight line, I'll activate Shrelia's.
Yep. The mother duck of that Shrelia's. Sona.
That is a pretty sick, what's it called? What's the word I'm looking for?
What's that?
Well, that would be a pretty sick emergency drill. You know, like if there's an earthquake at work or at school.
Everyone just Shrelia's out.
And the teacher says, everybody line up, all Shrelia's out.
All Shrelia's out of here.
Everyone just walk in, and all Shrelia activates, everyone walks faster. They can't run. They don't want you to run.
No, you gotta be calm.
Yeah, disaster situations.
Speed walking. So, Zed has a GA. He's building a Giant's Belt item. This game is over. Like, he was bad enough. It was bad enough when you could kill him, and he would still take someone with him. Oh, jeez.
And now you can still kill. Now you can kill him. He'll come back to life, and then he'll kill another guy.
Yep. Because his ult will be up for whatever reason. Because that ult for like somehow they thought it was all right to have like a 40-second cooldown on that ult. Rumbleizer goes Rumbleizer. I would like call it that. That's really cool. Varus actually gets like engaged on really well here. Finally goes down. It was like a really good play from LM. But the problem is they're so far behind. A hook goes down on Zed. Doesn't matter. It actually helps him to get closer to Graves. Graves now flaming his Thrush player. Dragon got that no more towers named after him after that play. Mundo just refusing to die. Wants Sona. Loveland! No! Loveland goes down. Fucking moral victory for way off there. And
Ace on Live More.
I can't stress enough how good of an engage that was for LM. And look at the result. GA not even popped on Zed. 3 people up. They're just going to end the game. Like, I'm sure Cho'Gath can tank these towers here. Yeah, red ping going down on the mini-map on the towers there. And that's it. Minions take care of one. They're going to take care of the other. They had Varus CC'd for 4 or 5 seconds.
Seconds or hours?
10,000 hours?
Probably 10,000 hours. Which is a number that's larger than 8,999. Just, because I know my math.
Oh. Now which brand of math magic is that?
Oh man, the iron-on shirts of Live More. Not helping their cause.
Jeez.
I mean, you'd think that they would choose a logo that's not a square on their t-shirts. Because then, if it's a square, then you know it's an iron-on. If there was something with some more curves, then it wouldn't be. It'd look like that. It would look like somebody made it, or whatever. But with the square, it's just they can't even afford the curves on the printer.
Well, it's with the package deal where you get more. Or it's like 2 colors, is $8, 3 colors, $9. Here's this awkward thing where they can't leave. They have to leave the way they came in. So, like, the person in the back doesn't even get to handshake the other person. They just kind of, like, weirdly wave at each other. Hey, man. Yeah, I see you. You exist. I don't know. What's to say about that game? Zed got first blood, snowballed out of control.
Zed just went nuts.
Yeah.
He was getting a lot of solo kills, and in the professional scene, you should not be getting solo kills. Like, I would think that at this point of the game, or at this point of your skill level, you should be able to recognize
where you're allowed to be and where you're not allowed to be.
Yeah, and he just, like, the people that Zed killed just got wiped.
Yeah.
I've seen some games where, I think it was Royals, God, what is his name? Is the top laner. I think it's Godlike.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen some games where Godlike with one-on-one, like Salme or something. And at least it was close when they did the one-on-one.
Yeah.
Here, Zed just, like, spanked Mundo.
He got ahead, and I think the solo kills really started coming out when he got his blade, because the chasing power of Zed with blade is just incredible.
Yeah, you can't flash out of it.
Mm-hmm.
You think Ghost would be a good counter?
Honestly, the only counter that really matters is a displacement or a root. So, like, Alistair headbutt away. That's why Jace is so good against Zed. Is because he can knock back Zed. And for Zed to get that damage, he either needs to blow Shadow or Flash. And then Jace can Flash in return.
Yeah.
Karma Root's really good against it. Rise is pretty good against it. Although Rise doesn't really have... He has to kind of ult to run away a little bit faster.
What about Lysandra? Yeah.
Lysandra would be a really good pick. Really, really good pick.
I don't know. I think she's too squishy, but that's a topic for when she's actually in LPL.
That's true, which I am excited for.
If she will be in LPL. We don't know anymore because... I think for a while, the patch cycle of LPL used to follow LCS, but now LCS is done, so we don't know what patch they're going to use every week.
Whatever the tournament director's favorite patch is. I like this patch. They nerfed my chance.
Let's roll back to Season 1 next week.
Oh, man. Heart of Gold on everybody. Go.
But another thing that I thought was interesting was, even though OMG was able to take the towers in the beginning, LM was still able to kind of fight back. They were able to, even though OMG took, I think, 2 towers, right? They took the top tower and the bottom tower.
Yep.
Diana was still able to freeze the lane and come back. So they did a good job of controlling the tower death, so to speak. Mm-hmm. Dragon Tower was still up.
They didn't let it hemorrhage out of control.
Yeah.
But
and they were able to kind of equalize it there, but then Zed happened.
Zed happened, GA happened.
Even before the GA, he was already...
Yeah, it was
solo killing. Cool was getting solo kills on way off, so I guess Zed doesn't. He has like what one skill shot.
Yeah.
You can't. Maybe he missed some shurikens, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter how off those shurikens are.
And like, if you're LM, you got to look back at that and say, it really was, I think, the early decisions that was ultimately the demise of them, because in some team fights, they played it really well, you know? They caught Zed out one time, they caught Varus in the last one, but in this game, it's just one of those things where, team fights aren't the only thing that matter. If you're super far behind, it doesn't matter how well you team fight.
I think that'll do it for this game. Yeah, any last words?
Hey, thanks for watching. I hope you keep following us, keep watching the games that we cast, and are enjoying the LPL Chinese LOL tournament as much as we are.
I think if there was a drop in energy in this cast, I blame Arc Impulse's hangover.
I
think we're getting there as the game escalated.
Hey, there were some there were some times, but yes,
you still got your tacos sitting on your table.
I need to energy re-up some tacos just real quick. But hey, it's fine because we're doing 2 more casts where I also will be hungover.
All right, I think that'll do it for our final words. So I want to say good night, but we just said good morning at the beginning of the cast. So
that's how long this game felt. Good morning, good night.
Also, the artificial light in the stadium. So with that, see you guys later.